Q4 on Etsy will be here soon, which means somewhere in the back of your mind, there's a little voice telling you to sit down and design a whole pile of brand new holiday stuff from scratch right now, preferably yesterday. And I get it. Q4 is the quarter that everyone loves to talk about. But here's what most people miss when that pressure sets in. Some of your best Q4 sellers aren't going to be from brand new designs at all. They're the designs based on what you've already made. The ones that already sold, the ones that already got traction, the ones your customers basically raised their hand for. Every one of those is proof. And proof is exactly the place you start and double down on, especially heading into the biggest season of the year. So today, I'm going to show you how to take a design that's already working for you and turn it into a festive version without redesigning it from scratch. We're going to be doing it inside Kittl using my favorite functionality, flows. And if one of your designs took you forever to make the first time, this part is going to be almost too easy. In case you haven't met yet, my name is Mandy. Think of me as kind of like your big sister in business who is fully obsessed with being an Etsy print-on-demand seller. In real life, I'm a busy boy mom and actively run multiple successful Etsy shops myself, but I am also on a mission to help creative entrepreneurs like you feel confident with designing, identifying profitable niches, and growing a successful business so that your products get seen, loved, and sold without inventory and without the overwhelm. So that's the kind of thing you're into. You're in the right place, so make sure you're subscribed. Okay. So before I get into Kittl, I want you to actually understand why this works, because the strategy underneath it is the whole point. The Kittl part is just what makes it faster. Here's what happens to a lot of us in Q4. We treat it like a blank page, like the clock resets, and now we have to come up with a whole new lineup of holiday designs that have never existed before. And that is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of guessing, and guessing is the thing you want to be doing less of in your highest stakes quarter, not more. So think about what a design that's already sold is actually telling you. The niche is real, the design connects, the customer is out there, and they're buying. You already did the hard part. You found something that works. So when Q4 rolls around, you really got two options. You can start over from zero and hope a brand new idea lands, or you can take the thing already proved itself and give it a seasonal reason to sell again. That second one is doubling down. It's the bestseller rule in action. Where there's proof, you build on it. You give it another reason to sell. And the festive version is one of the easiest ways to do that, as long as it still makes sense for your existing customer. So let me show you an easy way that I'm doing that with my own designs. First, I've pulled 4 completely different designs that I've made with you in previous videos. Ones that could also make sense as seasonal versions for the customer they were intended for. Things like hobbies, like my little knitting raccoons, birthdays, a role, profession. This could work for so many more. And a quick note, you do not have to have made your designs in Kittl for this to work. If your design lives somewhere else, you can upload it, drop it right onto an artboard in Kittl, and do this exact same thing. So go look back at your own shop, pull the listings that you've actually sold, and grab any that would make sense dressed up for the holidays. Those are your candidates. And then I'm going to show you how fast this can actually go. From here, when I am on an artboard, I'm going to click this little dot, and that opens a little AI menu, and I'm going to create an AI image board. That gives me a brand new canvas connected to this design. Think of it as kind of like this design's new workspace. Then down here at the bottom, I'm going to confirm which image generator I want to use. I've been having a lot of really good success with the ChatGPT Image 2, so we'll use that model. And now for the fun part. I simply just tell it what I want it to do. So for this one, I'll say turn this into a holiday version, but keep it simple with subtle accessories and keep the raccoons in a row. I find that if something is in a row, you want to tell it to keep the row. Otherwise, it puts them in all sorts of different places. And then we let it run. And then I can just go right down the line and do that for each of these. And in each case, I will simply tell it what I want it to do for that particular design. So while the first design is cooking up its Christmas version, I can kick off the next one, and then the next, and the next. 4 designs all generated at once while I basically just supervise. And now this is what they look like. So for someone like me who works in batches like I do, this is so satisfying to have four seasonal directions happening in the time it would take for me personally to have to redraw one. And the key here is that I'm not putting AI entirely in control. I'm starting with a concept I already designed and in this case would know is working instead of letting AI guess at what makes a good design. And this is just how I prefer to use AI when I'm designing. Now, when the results like this come back, you're still the one steering, and we can make a few moves here if needed. For example, if it's close, but you're just not quite loving it just yet, you can always use the regenerate button and let it take another pass. If it's mostly great, but you want to change one small thing like the text or the color, for example, what I typically do is I leave this one alone so that I still have it easily in front of me. And then I just create another AI image board next to it. And I pinpoint and tell it exactly what I want it to change. And so then it's really just building off of what it already gave me. So you're never stuck with the first result. You can kind of keep nudging it until it's actually usable. And of course, this is still AI, so it won't always be perfect on the first go every single time. Sometimes you'll regenerate a couple times. Sometimes you'll take what it hands you as a starting point and clean it up yourself. That's totally normal. What you're getting is a version that's most of the way there in a fraction of the time. And that is the goal with this. And then once I've got a version that I'm happy with, I can put in all of the finishing touches for AI right here. So for me, that process is that I will upscale first, and this just gets it to a higher resolution and cleans up some of the edges so that it's nice and crisp for printing. And then once that's done, I go to remove background, and that is the final thing that I do here, and then it is ready for exporting. I love that I don't have to export it to another tool and then bring it back in somewhere. It all happens in one place. So let's zoom out on what just happened. I started with 4 designs that already had proof. I gave each one a new twist, and I did it in one batching session without redesigning a single one from scratch. So before you go, here's what I really want to stick. Your proven designs are your best Q4 head start. The ones that already sold are telling you something true. The niche works, the design concept connects, the customer is out there. Give those a seasonal reason to come back and buy again. And you've done the smart version of Q4 prep. Less guessing, more building on what already works. So my challenge to you is this. Pick one design that's already selling for you. Give it one seasonal spin. Start there. You do not have to seasonalize your entire shop this week. You just have to start with the one design you already trust. Keep it simple. Now, everything I just showed you happens inside Kittle, so if you want to get in there and try this on your own designs, I've got a coupon code for you down in the description. Go play with flows, run it on a design that's already working for you, and see how fast this actually is. And if you're not building your Q4 lineup with me yet, go ahead and subscribe so that you can catch these every week. I've got more Q4 coming your way. I also wanted to let you know that on August 10th, we're kicking off my annual 75 Thrive Challenge. Now, if you've ever heard of 75 Hard in the fitness world, this is kind of like that, but for completely leveling up your Etsy print-on-demand business. It's 75 days of committing to listing, plus 5 other success habits that grow you not just as a shop, but as a business owner. I won't lie to you, it's intensive, but the results can be genuinely transformative. And this round has a brand new bonus I'm really excited about. Every member who is active when the challenge kicks off is going to get access to my brand new tool that's currently in beta. It's called the Scene Love Sold HQ, and I like to think of it as a 24/7 partner for growing your business. And honestly, it's the perfect companion for a challenge like this. The challenge starts August 10th, and it all happens inside my Simply Thrive private community. If you want in and you want that beta tool access, you'll want to be a member before we kick off. I'll leave a link down in the description, and the official landing page for 75 Thrive will be up soon. As always, my friends, stay focused, keep taking action, and never stop pursuing excellence in your business. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll see you in the next one.